You're welcome back to the Pulse here on Joy News with me, Elton Brobe. Now, boxing legend Azumah Nelson will return to the ring after almost 2 decades since his last exhibition fight. Azumah may have been world champion 3 times in the past, but now how he's feeling on his return is that he still has the stamina and the capacity to do this in a different way. Now, he's mounting the ring to empower the youth in the EU, that's European Union Partnership Campaign dubbed Diplo-Rumble. Let's get to understand this better. And of course, in the studio this afternoon, I'm privileged and excited to welcome Azumah Nelson, former 3-time world champion, into the studio. Zoom, you're welcome. Thank you. Of course, and of course, the EU ambassador to Ghana, His Excellency Ishad Wazali, also joins me in the studio. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Thanks for the invitation.
So you want to put Azumah at this time of his life, at this age, into the ring? Why?
First and foremost, we want to pay tribute to a living legend because Ghana has produced many world-class boxers, and I think I can put myself into the boxing community. We are privileged to have one of the best that Ghana has produced. And secondly, this is a friendly game, but we want it to demonstrate as the European Union that, you know, we are working closely with the government. We are working closely with the civil society. We are working closely with the business. And we want to demonstrate that we can embrace as well the youth and speak to them. And I discovered boxing myself in Ghana, and I discovered the energy, the passion of the youth, the passion of the people of Bukom. And I want to share that, share what the European Union is with this youth, and pay respect and homage, because it's not a challenge, it's a show of friendship and respect to Prof. Mr. Azumah Nelson, Mr. Zoom, because, as I say, he's a living icon.
I mean, it's very interesting that I'm having to sit in the same studio with Azumah Nelson. I remember, I don't know whether I want to be corrected. Was it your 3rd world belt that you won, the world champion? Is it finished? That somebody that fight?
What's the name? I think Sabache Martinez.
Right. So I remember after the fight, they took you around the country to meet with students. I was there very sure. I was back then in Sunyane then.
Okay.
So we had to line the streets all the way to the Sunyane airport just to welcome you. And today, it's just a pleasure that I'm having to sit you here in the studio to talk about it. But what has been the story as you mount the ring again?
Well, I'm so happy when I heard that ambassador want me to be in the ring with him. You know, there's something they've been doing every year, you know, and there's no boxing inside. But this time, they included boxing. So when they called me and told me that, oh, ambassador want to do this with you, you know, I didn't think twice, because I just think straight to my people, the Bukom boys and those who are coming up, you know, and I said, no. If these people see me doing it, you know, with this age, you know, it will encourage them, you know, and I can get a chance to talk to them, you know, that whatever they want, they can get it, you know, hard work pays and all these things that I want to share with them, you know. So I said, yes, I'll do it, you know. So I start shaking myself small, you know. And
I've seen a picture of you and your son, you know, preparing yourself ahead of this big day.
That's right. That's right. So it's a privilege that we can come together and do this, so that and I believe it's not going to be first and the last.
Yes, you know. Something that will continually happen.
That will continue, and then so that's something I think is.
I'll come to ask you about how prepared are you for this exhibition, but Mr. Wazali, what is the rationale behind this? What message are you sending?
First and foremost, every year we are celebrating what we call Europe Day. It takes place on the 9th of May. And everywhere we are expanding, I would say, our exposure. So we wanted to share this celebration with a larger audience. So once again, we are very big when it comes to support for job creation. We are working with the government. Last week, together with the president, we have commissioned the largest photovoltaic power station in the country. We are supporting the country to produce vaccines, so on and so forth. But this message has to reach out a larger audience. And European Union is about brotherhood.
Right.
European Union is about mutual respect. It is about the support and engagement with the youth. And we believe this time around we can use the platform of boxing, because I attended the All African Games. Ghana win big in
of
terms
course, we won a lot of gold.
Boxing. You had an incredible amount of gold medals and the rest, and you have an incredible amount of talent. And we wanted to put that on the fore and speak directly and work directly with a larger youth audience.
And you think that boxing can help unearth talents in some of our youth, make them more productive, if you like, and the association with Azumah, the end game is to inspire them that they are capable of also reaching where he got to.
It's exactly about reaching and sharing these values of friendship, brotherhood. Professor spoke about the grit, the discipline, the passion, and we are here as enablers as well. We are supporting job creation. We are supporting socio-economic inclusion of youth and women. And this message has to trickle down to everyone. And I personally discovered boxing here in Ghana, and I believed it was a good idea to use the exposure of Azumah Nelson to reach out to a very enthusiastic audience.
So, Zunzum, how prepared are you? And when is this bout happening?
I think Saturday coming.
This Saturday coming.
Saturday.
And then before you continue, just for those who are watching us, if you are watching us, I've got a nice package for you. And on your screen now is number for you to call. I'm just going to pick maximum 3 calls. If you are able to get through with your call, you win a ticket to go and watch Azumah Nelson in this exhibition bout that will be happening at the Bukum Arena, right?
Yeah.
Of course. So give us a call right now, 1, 2, 3, and then we are done. And I'll give you a ticket to go participate and watch this fantastic event coming up this weekend. But I was asking, how prepared are you for Saturday?
Well, I'm ready. You know, I'm ready to exhibit the experience that I have. You know, to show the boys who come in. You know, this is exhibition. You know, and it's not a fight. It's exhibition that people will see the movement of Azumah Nelson. You know, the classic boxing. You know, and so that when they see it, you know, they feel like, oh, I can do it. I can do that. You know, so the book, especially the book on boys. You know, and because you know these days, like Excellency is saying, work is difficult to get. You know, there's no work.
Right.
You finish your education and there's no work, but you can finish the education and you can contact. If you contact Azumah Nelson, you contact a lot of boys. Like if you are interested in boxing, you just, let me know. You know, and boxing is a big business.
Right.
You know, so football is a big business. You know, so whatever talent that you have and you feel that you can go in. You know, this is the opportunity for you to feel free
and do it. And who are you facing up with on Saturday? Who is your opponent?
My opponent is right on my right side.
On your right side.
You know, so, and it's going to be a war.
Mr. Wadali, are you ready for Saturday?
You are never ready. Yeah. You are never ready. But you can work to be ready. Yeah. But as Prof said, it's a friendly game. But still, you know, there is experience, there is He's a world champ. He's a world champ. It's not nothing. And I have absolutely no chance, but I will try as well to demonstrate the few moves that I've acquired with some of the best boxing coaches here, because you have huge coaches here. And the idea, it's friendship, it's exhibition, it's entertainment.
Okay.
It will be an evening of entertainment.
All right.
Putting boxing at the fore, paying homage and respect to one of the living icons, and sharing brotherhood message.
I'll come back and then ask, so you generate resources, you generate some money, what would that go into? And then how are you using this upcoming event to encourage the youth to be more productive? I'll come back to that. But let me take you to the voter, where Frank is joining us via phone. Frank, good afternoon, welcome to the Pulse.
Thank you for having me.
So I have a legend here in the studio, and I have the EU ambassador to Ghana in the studio. Big people. What have you got to say before I give you the ticket?
Okay, all I want to say is to greet them, and I'm a lover of boxing, so I think that this is a good initiative that they are bringing on board. So I pray that whatever they are having to, God will help them to achieve it, and I just wish them all the best. That's all I can say.
Okay, so Frank, just one quick question, and I'm just hoping that you're able to get it so that I can then loan you this ticket. How many stars are there on the EU flag, if you know?
How many
flags are there on the EU flag? Stars, sorry. How many stars are there on the EU? You know, the stars represent countries that make up the European Union. Do you know how many stars are there on the flag?
I can't hear. Hello?
Yeah, so Frank, I was asking. All right, so we've lost Frank. We'll see if we can get somebody else if you are able to answer. Once you are on, how many stars are there on the EU flag? Mensa from Kaneshi, good afternoon. Mr. Mensa from Kaneshi, good afternoon. All right, so we don't have Mensa yet on the phone, and I mean, I still got two tickets to give away. So call in. I'll ask a very simple question. You can get the opportunity to also speak to Professor Zunzum and Nelson, and then the EU ambassador to Ghana, and then you can go watch the bout on Saturday. So Zunzum, so Bukom is headquarters of boxing in Ghana. Yeah. Even though I know that when you became world champ, Nanaya also followed. Yeah. And then he came back to Accra. There were guys in Kumasi who tried.
Nanaya is a Bukom boy.
Okay. But because he came from the Bono region back then.
Yeah, he came and stayed in Bukom before he became world champion.
So really, in terms of harnessing the potential in Bukom, what more can you do to bring it up to that international standard? People are earning hundreds of $millions for just sometimes 2 minutes in the boxing ring.
Yes, as you said, 2 minutes in the boxing ring. But before that 2 minutes,
a lot goes into that.
Yeah, that's the problem. So if they can work hard to get to pass through that hard work to get to the 2 minutes, and then they'll make it. And some people like us, we have a lot of experience that we can share our experience, and if you can take it, you will be there. Because, like I said, I mean, nothing good comes easy. You have to work for it. Yeah. And if you can't work for it, you can't achieve it. So I want to tell them that, listen, I mean, there's time for everything. And the Bible says in the Ecclesiastes 3, verse 1, that there's time for everything. Whatever you want to do. These days, I don't know, peer pressure on these small boys and girls. The friends, like, give you something to smoke, something to drink, something, and destroy your character.
Right.
But I want them to know that anyone who comes, and offer you something like that, that person is the devil for you. So you have to be careful.
Who you associate with. Let me bring in Michael from Adansi Asokwa and Ibrahim. First, Michael. Michael, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Right, so Azumah Nelson is here, the EU ambassador is here. Any question, any comment before I ask you a simple question to give you the ticket?
Oh, I know Azumah to be one of the greatest boxers in the world. But my advice to Azumah is that day he should reduce his strength. Otherwise, something will happen to the ambassador.
All right.
I want Azumah to reduce the strength. But do it of ambassador.
But Michael,
I think it's going to create a very friendly relationship between Ghana and the United Kingdom. Thank you.
This is actually the EU. And then just want to find, before I give you the tickets, you are from Adansi Asokwa. Are you able to watch it on Saturday?
Oh, yeah, I would.
So the EU flag, there are some stars on it. Are you able to tell me how many stars on the flag?
I think it's 14.
It's actually 12. You are just two steps away from it. So I'll give you the ticket because you're calling all the way from Adansi. And also there's also Mohammed, right? Mohammed, good afternoon. Ibrahim, good afternoon. Hello, Ibrahim. Good afternoon, Ibrahim. If you can hear me, right? So we've lost Ibrahim. We'll be wrapping up. So I mean, the question again comes to, I mean, during your time there was no Bukom Arena, and you had to train on very difficult terrain. Yet you emerged from those difficulties to become a world champion. Now there's Bukom Arena, things have improved, there's technology, there's a lot more that should make life easy. Do you think that Ghana, we are capable of still producing a world champ?
A lot of world champions that we have in this country, and I can tell you that we have more champions in Ghana than every country in this world. But all we have to have, we need the opportunity, and we can do what we have to do. Like we are talking about Bukom Arena. The boys cannot go there to train. If you go and train, you have to pay. And in fact, the boy wake up this morning, what to eat is difficult, and what money is he going to use to pay and then go to train. So we have to bring the managers out there that can manage them, that can pay the gym, that can take care of them, so that they can be world champions. Because all of us, we passed through managers and before we became world champions. But the boys have to have discipline, so that they can get there.
So, Mr. Wazali, what should spectators expect on Saturday?
The spectators expect to be entertained, so I'm pretty sure they will not be disappointed, because it will be an all-night event with displaying. It's not about.
It's not just between the two of you.
The two of us. We are.
You are the main bout.
We are creating the space.
Right.
But I want to insist on the fact that we will display juvenile boxers. We will display future huge champions of this country. And Professor said it, it's about as well recognizing that hard work, grit, passion, it is paying. And what I learned personally in my small journey in boxing, you cannot lie.
No.
You cannot lie. At the end of the day, when my coach says, "What happens today? You're tired," I say, "Oh, I got one beer." He say, "No, this is not serious."
It is not.
So you cannot lie.
Yeah. Let me bring in Ken Note, likely our last caller. Ken, you're welcome from Spinters.
Thank you, bro.
You have the floor. Azumah is here. Talk to him. Hello, Ken Note. Hello. Ken Note from Spinters. If you can hear me, please go on. All right. Ebenezer also joins us. Ebenezer, good afternoon.
Hello?
Yes, Ebenezer, where are you calling us from?
This King, I'm still online.
Yes, Ken. Yeah, please go on. Spinters. Yeah, speak to Zunzum.
Zunzum.
Yes, sir.
Happy to see you.
Thank you.
I'm very, very happy for you. Try to still put a smile on the championship upcoming.
Right.
So, to see brothers to showcase what they have for us. this side. You are still trying to leave your footprint on the mark. It's still there waiting for. Thanks so much for your effort. We're going to enjoy you.
Thank you.
Are you available to watch the exhibition bout on Saturday?
Yes, please.
I'm going to take it for you, but first I want to ask this question. How many countries are within the European Union, if you know the answer?
It's 12.
No, you are way away from that.
That's cool.
It is not 12, it's not 14. How many countries are within the European Union? It's 27. 27. I'll give it to you so that you can still come around and watch. So the stars that make the stars on the flag, every star represents a country on the EU flag. There are 12 of them. Now there are 27 countries that make up the European Union. Those are facts that you need to get. And then, thank you so much. So, Mr. Rosali, we are wrapping up. Is this something that you intend to do every year?
The 9th of May, we are celebrating every year. And this time around, we wanted to expand our reach and message and to associate directly with a larger youth audience. And depending on the welcoming of the event, depending on the result, the sales will go for local boxing association, of course. We can envisage something bigger or something more recurrent.
All right. I thought I'd ended the phone calls, but Ben from Tessie just slipped in. So Ben, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon once again, boss.
Yeah, please go ahead and let's hear you.
Yeah, I'm watching right now a program on Joy News.
Yes, and I have here in the
it's
studio...
about the Diplo-Rumble.
Of course, that is coming this weekend.
Yeah,
this Saturday
and I'm even watching the legend, Azumah Nelson. Hello?
Yes, Azumah is here and is listening. Please speak to him.
Oh, Azumah is here.
Yes, he's in the studio with me.
Okay, yeah, he's my legend.
Oh, okay.
I like watching his old video clips. He fought very well.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, so may God bless him. He's our legend. And I'm praying to God that he should be with us. God should add more age to his age.
And the thing is that he's going to relive all those fights this Saturday at the Bukom Arena. And I hope you will make your way there. We have a free ticket for you. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time. And that will be it for the phone calls here. So, Zunzum, it's Saturday. We all will make our way to the Bukom Arena. And for those who will be coming, what are you telling them?
Well, I'm telling them to come and enjoy themselves, And then I know big people are coming, and the youth want coming to fight. I mean, they will see a rare boxing, the small, the juvenile. I mean, you see the boxing and you'll be interested to manage one or something. Well, I mean, just let me know. So we are waiting for them. We welcome them all.
And then, Mr. Rosali, your final words?
The European Union is not a far-away thing. We are running the extra mile to go and meet with the youth of the country.
And so Saturday is a platform. Come, have fun, and then, more important, learn more about the EU. The EU partnership with Ghana, which, brings a lot of economic and social benefits to the country. And of course, Zunzum will put the icing on the cake with that bout.
Right.
All right. Well, Professor Azumah Nelson is a former world champ, and of course, Mr. Rosali is the EU ambassador to Ghana. It's my pleasure having you in the studio.
Thank you.
And then,
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Well, so that's our show for today. For more stories, log on to our website, myjoyonline.com. Accra High Court refuses request to compel President Akufo-Addo to receive anti-LGBTQ plus bail. The matter will go to the Supreme Court. We will wait him. Other stories making, there is a SNIT. SNIT had a reaction today. Akufo-Addo jabs a just former MP's independent candidate ahead of the election, the by-election tomorrow. And we'll bring that to you from morning till when the winner is declared. Until then, you have a good evening. My name is Elton Broby. Whatever you are up to in the hours ahead, I hope it's profitable. See you tomorrow at 3 p.m.